Today we're going to unbox and review the AIRHEAD high output air pump. This is from Kwik Tek. I ordered this off of Amazon for about $14.42. So we're going to take a look at what it comes with and how it operates. Let's get started. First thing here in the box, let's take a look at the box. You can see that this is a universal pump. It's not necessarily a high output pump, but we have a pool and we've got some pool toys and things that we like to blow up with this. So rather than use our breath, we thought maybe we would get a pump for it. It comes with several different valve fittings and nozzles, you know, that's what it is. It looks like it puts out 0.92 psi, so not quite a full pound per square inch, but for most pool toys, that's more than sufficient. Take a look here. Looks like you know, pretty decent pump. So let's get started. After opening the box here, we have a very small set of instructions. It's like multiple languages there. And there's the English side as well. So pretty simple. I don't think we'll need to look too much into that. Looks like this is the hose along with the fittings. The fittings all seem to be connected by, it looks like a string or something. Take a look here. Okay, yeah, so they're all connected by this string, which is kind of nice. So you can put in the one that you want, and the rest of them remain connected there. So, okay, makes it so you won't lose these different nozzles. So that's good. This is probably the one we'll use the most. Most of our stuff has the small air port. This is the side that connects up into the pump itself. Let's take a look. Here's the pump with the power cord. Nothing else in the box. Let's go ahead and set that aside. Okay, so here's the pump. Looks like it has an inflate and a deflate, so that's good. We can use it to take the air out of the device as well when we're done, or the play toy. It's not too heavy. It's got a nice carrying handle. I will say it's got a fairly long extension cord, so I'm impressed with that. That's good. You know, a lot of times we're sitting out at a table outside blowing these things up, so it'd be kind of nice to have this long extension cord. So that's good. It looks to be, I don't know, about 8 or 9 feet long here. I can't really tell. So the hose, we're going to do an inflate. It looks like, I don't know if you can see it on there, but it is labeled inflate and deflate. So we know that this is the inflate side. So if we take the hose and pop it in there, it looks like it twists into place so it doesn't pop out. Now all we have to do is give it some power. I think we're ready to go. So let me plug this thing in and we'll inflate something and see how it works. All right, so we've plugged the power cord in, and it is a 3-prong power cord, which is good. I would recommend, especially if you're going to do it outside around the pool or wherever you're at, if you're around water, make sure you plugged it into a GFI plug so you don't electrocute yourself or anyone else. Everything is set up here and ready to go. So let's test the power here. Power works well. We are getting output from the hose instead of an intake, so that's good as well. And that's great. I think we are ready to go. Let's take a look at the nozzles real fast that we have to choose from. So for what we're gonna blow up today, I've just got a little pool donut here that needs some air. So we're gonna use this thin nozzled one here. Will fit in there. But we also have 3 others to choose from. So we have this one here. Looks like it is threaded. So we do have some air mattresses and things like that that this might be really good for both inflating and deflating, so we can get the air mattresses as small as possible when we want to store them. So this is threaded. I don't know the diameter of this. I don't see anything on here that shows how big it is. But that could be very useful. And then some of our cheaper air mattresses have bigger ports than the small one here, but they're not threaded, and this one would be good for that. We also have some larger pool toys that might take this type of port. And then we have some that are in between, which would be this one here. So this is not quite as thin and not going to go into the really small ones, but many of our pool toys have slightly larger air ports on them, and this would be good for that. So those are the 4 nozzles that it comes with. Again, I think we're going to use this thin one here today. So let's just go ahead and attach that. I did see that this cord is actually 10 feet long, so that's plenty of length. I'm real surprised at how long the cord is. It's a nice thick cord, good durable cord. It would be nice if there was some sort of retraction or some sort of a tie strap on here that I could tie this up afterwards. But I can always wrap it as well. I think there's a good way to store it. I may just store it in the box even. We'll see. All right, so that's all there is to the unit. Now let's go ahead and inflate something with it, see how long it takes. I've got this plastic pool donut here, so we'll unfold that. This is the port that is on the pool donut, so that's why I thought this thin nozzle would work well. We just go right in there. And one of the things about this, as you can see, is it is not a flat cut at the end. There is a notch coming out of it there, which is nice for these, because if you just have a flat one, a lot of times the backside will block the airflow, especially if you're deflating, and that will cause a problem. But with that notch where it is and as deep as it is, we're going to get into this wider part down here. We shouldn't have any trouble adding or removing air from this. So I blew this thing up a few days ago for the first time, and it took, I don't know, about 15 minutes to do it with just my breath. So let's see how long it takes here. And I'll put a timer on this. This is an average size pool toy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try to blow this thing up now. We'll stick this in here as far as we can get it. And turn it on. Okay, as you can see, it did definitely blow this up. And I know I put this in fast forward, but I was running a timer as this was going, and it's about 3 minutes. So considering it took me about 15 minutes to blow up and I was out of breath by the time I was done, 3 minutes isn't too bad. One thing I did notice is this cutout here is a little bit long, especially for this tube. I think many of the different toys and whatnot that we have, this will be a good size. But for this particular one, I really had to hold it in there to ensure that this cutout wasn't extruding from the end of the valve on the toy. So in take one, I had it popping out just a little bit, and it did not try to fill it at all. All the air rushed right back out. So you really got to kind of shove it in there and make sure that it's fully seated on here, and then hold it in place as the as the pool toy was inflating. But other than that, I think it worked pretty well. Given that it took 3 minutes to do a small pool toy, and again, this is not very big. It looks maybe bigger on the camera, but it's an average size pool donut. 3 minutes versus 15 minutes, definitely a savings. I'm not sure I would call it a high output at that point, but it definitely does what it advertised, and does it pretty well. So all in all, I give it a thumbs up on doing what it says it would do, coming with all the nice valves, extra piece of string there to tie them all together so we don't lose them. And if you're looking for a pump, not a bad choice. $14.42 on Amazon. I hope you found this video informative. If you did, go ahead and like it and subscribe below. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask. Have a great day.